Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I am back in Ohio, back on my road glide, my big, beautiful bagger that I have missed so much. And I got my husband, Jordan Ray, right up in front of me on my Dyna. I thought he was going to take his Sporty out for a ride, but he said, nah, the Dyna needs ridden too. So we're just out here on a very leisurely afternoon, well, early evening couples cruise. I think he's been reading the comments on Instagram, you guys. I think he's been seeing the comments about, where's Jordan? Why don't you ride with Jordan? Blah, blah, Jordan. And I needed to test out my new jacket. I don't know if you guys can tell. This probably is a terrible angle because you got the sun blasting right behind me. But Harley-Davidson sent me this brand new leather jacket. It's a female specific cut. And the thing I'm loving about it the most right now is, you know, your girl. She likes beer and tacos, so your girl ain't got this itty bitty little tiny little shaped like a Coke bottle figure. And truth be told, no matter how much weight I lose, that'll never happen because of genetics. But I get to unzip my lower jacket right here. I don't know if you can tell. Let me tilt you down. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. The lower bottom half unzips, and that's for us big bellied Harley people. So I can unzip the bottom, and then it fits a lot more comfortably on this motorcycle. Especially for the kind of like laid back cruising riding that you do. I don't know why this keeps coming undone. Can you chill? Get in there. Might have to glue that. But anyway, we haven't ridden the motorcycles in Ohio in quite a few months. Like really kind of taken them out and ridden. So the first thing we got to do now is go fill them up with some gas. Yay! Babies get fed. If you've been paying attention, I have been all over the country lately riding some of the coolest motorcycles I've ever ridden in my life. And hopping back on my Harley was... I went to hit the turn signal and I honked the horn. I went to take off and forgot that this motorcycle has forward controls. Like completely put my foot in the wrong position. I almost missed the brake because the front brake is so far. So yeah, just getting acclimated to a motorcycle is, especially your own motorcycle, is slightly embarrassing. But that's how you know you've been having a good time. Am I right? Jordan looks so good on my Dyna. The bike just fits him so well. And I like riding behind him because it sounds wonderful. I don't know if you've been paying attention to his channel, but man, his Sportster Scrambler has been so perfectly coming along lately. I have been loving watching him build that motorcycle. He just announced that he is officially planning on taking his very first long distance road trip with that motorcycle. So I'll link that video down in the comments if you want to check it out, because it's really cool to see the work that he's done to that motorcycle and his plans for it. Because I'm gonna tell you what, he didn't really have any big plans for that bike. It was just kind of like an aesthetically fun project for him to do. I feel like you're up really high. Oh, hey, there you go. So we've already been talking about some of the road trips we're gonna take this year. Individually, together, it doesn't really matter. I have a lot of travel still yet to come in this month. I'm recording this in mid-April right now. I literally just got back from riding BMWs in Texas and Royal Enfields in Savannah, Georgia. So I'm kind of tired actually. I didn't really want to ride motorcycles today, to be completely honest. Jordan has been chomping at the bit to get the bike out now that it's finally starting to warm up here in Ohio. A smidge. I still got my heated grips on, and I'm in a big ass leather jacket. So it is what it is. Not complaining. I'm just letting you know. But anyway, he's like, yeah, let's go for a ride. And I was just kind of like, okay, have fun. I'm tired. I ride motorcycles for a living now. But one of the things I needed to get the bike out regardless, because I have this new jacket and it really, really needs broken in. It's fantastic quality. I actually really do love Harley-Davidson leather jackets. I've just never really owned one because unfortunately, and I think a lot of manufacturers deal with this issue, it's not just Harley, but when you think of a women's leather jacket, you think of like this short little tiny crop, tiny little waist, and I'm kind of having some of that issues with that. Now luckily this motorcycle jacket is not short. It does fit me in the shoulders well, but it kind of bulges up. It's a bit long for me, which is fine. I mean, it just really needs broken in. But the one thing I did notice is when you pull it down to like zip it up, you know, dude, there's zero stretch. So if I ate a single taco right now, I would be too fat to wear this damn jacket. So I don't know when that day is going to come, but hopefully some days manufacturers give just a wee bit of more stretch for the people like me who gain and lose 50 pounds in a season, which I'm like, it might sound like I'm exaggerating. I literally lose and gain about 30 to 50 pounds every single year. It's not very healthy. But another reason I decided to go ahead and get the bike out is because I just got new tires put on. Why'd you stop so far away? Definitely lost my train of thought. I saw a cute guy on a Harley-Davidson and I'm like, woo, butterflies. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, that's another reason I shouldn't be really hammering down on the throttle right now is I just put new tires on the Road Glide. So Faro Harley-Davidson had the bike for a couple days, a couple weeks ago, and put new tires on for me so we can get ready for our road trips this year. And of course, I think the route Jordan and I are about to go take has some pretty fun corners in it that I really want to enjoy. But once again, I'll probably just be taking it a wee bit easy, kind of breaking these new tires in. But I guess it's a good time to do it because it's chilly outside. So once the weather really warms up and gets enjoyable to ride in, they'll already be broken in. I don't know what the golden rule is, but somebody told me it's 100 miles. Ride at least 100 miles and your tires will get broken in. I'm like, okay. I mean, that's easy. So I have no idea what Jordan is recording right now. Obviously, you should know that he also has his own channel. His channel is completely different from mine, but it looks like he's up there vlogging as well. And I think he's got some new gear he's trying out too. So if you're interested, go check out his channel at Jordan Ray, see what he's been up to, and I'm excited to hear his thoughts about the gear. Woo, man, I'm glad I still have those lower fairings on because it is just slightly cold. I do have mesh gloves on as well though, so that's my fault. Woo, so I posted on my Instagram a little bit ago about, you know, road trips that are coming up, where you guys are going, and man, it sounds like you guys are doing some seriously awesome stuff, and I'm slightly envious. I have a lot of travel plans I want to accomplish this year, some for the channel, some just for fun, and it's kind of hard because you got to pick and choose which ones you really want to put your money into and time. And like I said, Jordan still works a full-time job, so got to make sure he can have time to do the things that he wants to do. Gonna be fun picking and choosing. At least I have the option now. Time to get the go juice. You look so good on that bike. I love it. Man, sad thing is that I don't remember the last time I put gas in this motorcycle. It just was not a good year for riding. Well, it wasn't a good winter. I think I said it in my last video, but it basically started snowing in Ohio last November. It's mid-April, and the weather is still just barely breaking. And when it does break, it breaks for like a day, and then it goes back into the 20s at night, and then rains for the next 6 days straight. So it's just, this has been a brutal month this has been a brutal year for my mental health. 100%. And that's why somebody asked me on YouTube, they're like, let me come over here so I can see what I'm doing. Someone asked me on YouTube, like, I'm sick of the BMWs. Why are you riding BMWs? And I'm like, you know why I'm riding BMWs? Because I thought it was emptier than it actually was. Anyway, I said because BMW is flying me to ride motorcycles in warm, beautiful climates. So, yeah, I'm gonna ride literally anything that I can in warm, beautiful climates. Now, I'm not a fair weather rider, but I like to have a good time. Let's see if there's any. I spilled gas. Looks like the paint is just gonna have to get ruined because there's never any paper towels. Oh, the jacket needs broken in. He's pulling on me. You can tell he's having fun with a bike with more than 883 cc's. If you do not know, that is my 2009 Harley-Davidson Dyna Super Glide. It is a 96 cubic inch. I think it averaged out to be a little over 1,500 cc's, 1,588 or something like that when you add it all up. But yeah, that was my baby girl. I took that bike out a couple weeks ago and it just felt so foreign to me. But it feels so good to be back on my road glide. I think this is only the second time I have gotten to ride with my husband this year. I think the first time was like in January on a random warm day. So I'm just happy to be out here with him. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, and I want to use this part of the video as just a little public service announcement to let you guys know. But obviously, you know, I'm affiliated with Harley-Davidson. They sponsor the channel. They're some of my best friends and the greatest guys in the central Ohio area. I'm going to be there as well at the Faro East Harley-Davidson location. We are going to have an International Female Ride Day ride. And it's going to be super cool. We're just going to meet at the dealership, and then all of us are going to... I want to let you know, women, if you are watching, I know a lot of you guys watch with your husbands, which I love because I do the same thing with my husband, but it's a co-ed ride. So I know a lot of women are still insecure to ride, and you know, when they do ride, they don't want to ride alone. So I just want to let you know, this is not a gender exclusive event. This is a celebration of women riders, and we are looking for any opportunity and any excuse for women to get out and ride their motorcycles. So if you are more comfortable riding with your significant other, your son, your brother, anybody, your friend, and they just so happen to be a man, please bring them along, because we're just going to hang out, go ride, and celebrate the women of the motorcycling community, because as much as we're growing, we're still very small. So that is, I believe, Saturday, May 7th in the Faro East Harley-Davidson location. Please let me know in the comments if you're going to come, because I want to bring stickers. I want to make sure there are things for us to do. We are doing group rides. We're going to ride over to the east side of Columbus afterwards, and I don't want to spoil anything because there will be more information, but it's just going to be a really good time, and I hope to see you there. I started this YouTube channel on the back of that Dyna, and the real reason it was so easy for me to start the channel, and the reason I wanted to, is because the internal monologue that happens naturally in your helmet it's a very personal thing. And of course, if you have Bluetooth communication devices, like, you can talk to other people when you ride, but I ride solo. It's very rare for me to be out riding with my husband right now. And I just wanted to, you know, share some of these thoughts and some of the trials and tribulations that I had as a solo rider and learning to ride essentially by myself, and the travels that I take by myself. And now to be here, basically doing this full time, and like, I have no agenda. It's just fun. I'm just having fun. Yeah, sometimes I get invited to these events, and it's, you know, it's required of me to document the event, and I'm never ever told what to do, but it's just, those are the things that I enjoy doing as a benefit of what I decided to do on my own. So this is just the most liberating feeling, not only because I get to make a living off of capturing my life and sharing it with you, but it's because I get to ride motorcycles. Nose is itchy. Holy hell, the wind. Woo! That went straight in the ditch. No. Jesus. Woo! Should have brought my sunglasses. Hey, look, it's the Dead Tree Disco. I feel like I haven't really had a chance to just kind of talk to you in a while. A lot of the videos I've been making lately, I've just been talking about different bikes and the cool places that we've been traveling on the channel together, but I think that's my favorite thing about being home and creating content. Sometimes it gets super monotonous for me personally, but then other times when I'm away from it for so long, I love coming back to it, and it truly does feel like I'm just hanging out with you guys. Whoa, the wind is super brutal through here. I bet Jordan's feeling it bad. He doesn't have a big old full fairing like I do. Man, I better pay attention to the road, because I'm just like looking at this cute dude on a Harley-Davidson and about damn crashed my motorcycle. Oh, God bless heated grips. I'm gonna tell you what, dude, this feels insane. I'm sure so many of you guys have ridden through wind before, and this isn't even bad wind, but just when you're trying to lean into a corner and you got the gust of wind trying to kick your bike out from under you, that's not a good feeling. Oh, it's a very nice reprieve of the sunshine. Y'all know me, I am a vampire, dude. We were riding in, I think it was Texas. I was in Texas dropping back off the BMW last week, and it was like a beautiful, just gray, overcast, slightly rainy day, and I was living for it. It was absolutely amazing. Riding in bright sunshine is definitely not my favorite thing to do. It's exhausting. I love hitting these like backcountry roads on the motorcycle, but one thing that'll take the fun right out of it is having a car riding your ass, acting impatient because they know these roads like the back of their hand, and even though the road is marked 55, they want to do 80. All the power to you, buddy. Just don't ride my ass. So the funny thing about riding motorcycles in general for me is when I very first started, I used to have a Tumblr account, and it was called Her Two Wheels. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's actually how I got my name, Her Two Wheels, was I started a Tumblr blog. And if you don't know what that is, it's just basically a social media blog site where you just post pictures and quotes and yeah, stuff like that. I have since deleted it because I just didn't understand how it worked, and then the Her Two Wheels Instagram and YouTube channel was born. But anyway, back in the day, people would ask me on Tumblr, they're like, well, what kind of riding are you going to do? What kind of road trips are you going to do? And I'm like, none. I literally just bought this motorcycle to like feel cool and ride to go get coffee. And I'm not bullshitting you. That's exactly what I did. I had no real intentions of ever doing like grand touring or travel or anything other than just having a commuter motorcycle. I mean, my very first bike was a Honda Shadow 600cc, and we bobbed it. There was no bags, nowhere to store anything, nothing. It was only 4 gears. So you can imagine taking that thing on the highway was, you know, for my big ass, not ideal. But it's just so funny how it slowly evolves. I've only been riding for 7 years, and man, just reflecting on it once again has quite literally changed my life forever. Yep, this sucks. Sun's just starting to go down. I will say, man, the jacket's doing pretty good. It could be because I have the heated grips on too, but I'm not cold. It really needs broken in. Yeah, this leather is pretty stiff. But the nice thing is it does have pockets for armor. I do want to put some armor in this. Oh, it's vented. So I can wear this in the summertime, and it should be pretty nice. It's got like triple vents. I'll show you here. So it opens like in the front. There's one under the armpits and then one in the back. Well, two in the back. Words. I do have a lot more modifications I want to do to Appa, by the way. I've added some of the Dominion parts for this motorcycle to really kind of break up some of the blackness that is in the Road Glide specials, and I think I want to do either powder coat or the Dominion cast bronze wheels that come standard on, you know, like the Lowrider S and the STs and stuff like that. So I actually photoshopped a photo of it right here. I'll put that up on the screen, and I did like I colored the wheels to see what they would look like, and I can't unsee that photo now. Oh my god, I have to do it. I have to do it. I don't know if you've noticed, I've stopped asking people to subscribe. It feels so insincere, and I've been really letting the numbers get me down lately, because I know, like, I built my channel on the back of a Harley-Davidson, and it's just, I want to remind you guys, seriously, her two wheels. Her two wheels, all two wheels, man. I love bikes, and I buy the bikes I buy because of personal and certain circumstances that make me buy these motorcycles, but I love all bikes, and I've just really been enjoying myself, having the opportunity to ride a bunch of different OEM manufacturers and a bunch of different style motorcycles. So for those of you that have like kind of just hung out with me and enjoyed that content with me, I have no words. Seriously, thank you. Because I had so much fun making those videos, and it feels good to know other people are enjoying it with me. And another thing I do want you to know is I do have sponsors, and I would not be able to do this without my sponsor. So I want to remind you of that. But I make the most of my money from YouTube, unfortunately, and that's a really bad thing. That's a stupid thing for me to do, because YouTube is never ever consistent, and when I don't post, or when my videos do poorly, I don't earn money. It's just simple. I mean, it's an insane concept, right? Like, you don't work, you don't earn money. Ha! So that's why I feel like some of the content lately has just been a little all over the place, because I've been in such a mental funk because of how bad this Ohio winter has been. A lot of the opportunities that I had at the beginning of the year have been taken away from me for things that are out of my control, and I just kind of wanted to quit for a while. I didn't want to quit riding motorcycles. I just wanted to quit worrying about seeing those stupid little numbers, that stupid little gray and green and downward arrow that is so absolutely toxic to any content creator. And if there's one thing I wish I could say about YouTube, is I wish YouTube gave me the option to hide that shit, because I don't want to see it. And the funny thing is I know what you guys enjoy. I know what videos do well. I can't make videos like that all the time. It's not realistic for me at all. Like, I have a husband, a family, a home. That's the kind of stuff that I wanted to say. I just feel like I'm venting. It's easier to say it on camera on the back of a motorcycle. One of the best things that has happened to me all winter is having the opportunity to see my husband right there learn to do things that he has dreamt about doing his entire life. And that is, he has learned to weld, he has learned to work on his motorcycle, customize his bike the way he's always wanted to. He's learned to fabricate. He custom built his exhaust, and now he has really big plans to work on his truck and other things, and he's just so hands-on, and I love him so much. For those of you that have been like following his journey and supporting him as well, like, you guys mean the world to me. I know you guys are the ones that just thank you. And I know a lot of you have actually left my channel and just kind of gone over to his channel because he's more your speed. I'm too wild and rambly and annoying, but quite frankly, and that is what it is. That's a you problem, not a me problem. But I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I love you to the moon and back. And until my next one, you be good, and I'll see you later.